Get ready to challenge what you thought you knew. Don't miss an episode of the truth within the Bible. Your journey to enlightenment starts now.
Welcome back, my friends. Today we cover Revelation chapter 21. The seventh trump sounded. The 1,000-year period of the Millennium, the Lord's day, is past. And we see what the third heaven looks like, what it's going to be like there for all those that overcome. Now we hear here a report from our Father as to how things actually are. So without further ado, chapter 21, verse 1.
And I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea.
Verse 2.
And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from God out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband.
Now this sounds confusing, but it is not. Jerusalem is not coming down out of the clouds. That is just silly. If God is already here, and He is, because we just went through final judgment in the last chapter, and He has recreated the entire earth, why in the world would He bring a big chunk of earth out of the sky? Seriously? It's like a bride coming down the aisle. She's already in the same building as the groom, but the coming down is the beautiful moment of full union and dwelling together. So God isn't bringing His presence or bringing a city out of the sky like it was somewhere else. The picture is showing the final result. God and His people living together forever in the new creation, with nothing separating them anymore. Verse 3.
And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, Behold, the tabernacle of God is with men, and He will dwell with them, and they shall be His people, and God Himself shall be with them, and be their God.
Verse 4.
And God shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away.
Verse 5.
And he that sat upon the throne said, Behold, I make all things new. And he said unto me, Write, for these words are true and faithful.
You can count on it. Verse 6.
And he said unto me, It is done. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. I will give unto him that is athirst of the fountain of the water of life freely.
Alpha and Omega. That's the first letter and the last letter of the Greek alphabet. The beginning and the end. Verse 7.
He that overcometh shall inherit all things, and I will be his God, and he shall be my son.
It says son, but means children. They'll all be his children. Verse 8.
But the fearful and unbelieving, and the abominable, and murderers, and whoremongers, and sorcerers, and idolaters, and all liars, shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death.
That is the final death. What's the first death? Death of the flesh. What's the second death? Death of the soul. Verse 9.
And there came unto me one of the 7 angels, which had the 7 vials full of the 7 last plagues, and talked with me, saying, Come hither, I will show thee the bride, the Lamb's wife.
Verse 10.
And he carried me away in the Spirit to a great and high mountain, and showed me that great city, the holy Jerusalem, descending out of heaven from God.
Again, John is seeing the same event from a different angle. In verse 2, he saw it from a distance. In verse 10, the angel takes him to a high mountain so he can get a close-up view of the New Jerusalem coming down from God. But remember, God is here now. It's not that the city is physically floating down out of the sky like a spaceship. It's a symbolic picture of God's presence and His people fully uniting with the renewed earth. The descending emphasizes the movement from God's side to man's side, heaven and earth becoming one, not something floating in the sky. Verse 11.
Having the glory of God, and her light was like unto a stone most precious, even like a jasper stone, clear as crystal.
Verse 12.
And had a wall great and high, and had 12 gates, and at the gates 12 angels, and names written thereon, which are the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel.
Verse 13.
On the east 3 gates, on the north 3 gates, on the south 3 gates, and on the west 3 gates.
perfectly square, verse 14.
And the wall of the city had 12 foundations, and in them the names of the 12 apostles of the Lamb.
Just a side note, since it said 12 apostles. A lot of people will say, well, certainly Judas is not going to be there. And you want to be real careful. God throws you a little chunk here and there in the Bible because he wants to test your knowledge. Judas repented. And I know it's written that Judas went and hanged himself. But if you read Acts chapter 1, verse 18, you will see that he was cut open from his Adam's apple clear down below his belly button until his insides fell out on the ground. He had a lot of help hanging himself. So let's not judge him. That's God's business. Verse 15.
And he that talked with me had a golden reed to measure the city, and the gates thereof, and the wall thereof.
Unlike the measuring reed in chapter 11 that was for judgment and destruction, this golden reed is for measuring the perfection, order, and beauty of the New Jerusalem. It brings peace and divine order. Verse 16.
And the city lieth foursquare, and the length is as large as the breadth. And he measured the city with the reed, 12,000 furlongs. The length and the breadth and the height of it are equal.
A cube is described there, about 1,500 miles square and high. Verse 17.
And he measured the wall thereof 144 cubits, according to the measure of a man, that is, of the angel.
Verse 18.
And the building of the wall of it was of jasper, and the city was pure gold, like unto clear glass.
Verse 19.
And the foundations of the wall of the city were garnished with all manner of precious stones. The first foundation was jasper, the second sapphire, the third a chalcedony, the fourth an emerald,
Verse 20.
the fifth sardonyx, the sixth sardius, the seventh chrysolite, the eighth beryl, the ninth a topaz, the 10th a chrysoprasus, the 11th a jacinth, the 12th an amethyst.
Verse 21.
And the 12 gates were 12 pearls. Every several gate was of 1 pearl, and the street of the city was pure gold, as it were transparent glass.
Breathtaking. Verse 22.
And I saw no temple therein, for the Lord God Almighty and the Lamb are the temple of it.
His presence is fully with his people. No more separation. Verse 23.
And the city had no need of the sun, neither of the moon, to shine in it. For the glory of God did lighten it, and the Lamb is the light thereof.
Verse 24.
And the nations of them which are saved shall walk in the light of it, and the kings of the earth do bring their glory and honor into it.
Verse 25.
And the gates of it shall not be shut at all by day, for there shall be no night there.
Verse 26.
And they shall bring the glory and honor of the nations into it.
Revelation 21 is not the first time this is mentioned. The prophet spoke of it long before. Let's get that witness in Isaiah chapter 60, verse 11.
Therefore thy gates shall be open continually. They shall not be shut day nor night, that men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles, and that their kings may be brought.
The Gentiles, nations, and kings here are redeemed people from all nations who are part of the new creation. They are not unsaved people. They are saved. They belong to God. That's why they are bringing their glory and honor into the city. This is the fulfillment of God's promise that all nations will come to him. In the new heaven and new earth, there is one people of God, and they come from every nation, tribe, and tongue. Verse 27 to finish the chapter.
And there shall in no wise enter into it anything that defileth, neither whatsoever worketh abomination or maketh a lie, but they which are written in the Lamb's book of life.
There it is, the beautiful description of the New Jerusalem, where God dwells with his people forever, with no more death, sorrow, or pain. Heaven will be right here on earth. If you want to see what the final chapter reveals, the river of life, the tree of life, and how it all ends, make sure you like and subscribe so you don't miss it. Until the next video, where we cover Revelation chapter 22, stay strong, my friends.